Hello, I want to take a few minutes to tell you about a new tool from Tolomatic called the Drive Integration Tool. For a long time, Tolomatic has been focused on developing tools to make design engineers' designs be more efficient, reliable, and safe. And now we've leveraged that expertise in these tools to develop a tool focused on the integration of servo drives with servo linear actuators. And servo linear actuators have really become the go-to for a lot of design engineers because of the simplicity of the design, motor and actuator in one package, the compact design, as well as the sheer power of these particular actuators. What seems like an intuitively simple solution can be a little bit complicated when you try to integrate the servo drive with the servo linear actuator. Many times servo drive manufacturers optimize their tools for use with the drives or the motors from that particular manufacturer. So unless you know a lot about the parameters needed to commission, some of that information can be fairly challenging to find. So that's what this tool is focused on. So let me take you into the tool. If you go to tolomatic.com, many of our tools are available directly from the home page. So we'll click on the Drive Integration tool in this particular case. You'll see a variety of resources, the Drive Integration tool itself, some product resources, as well as additional resources, some of the other design tools. But jumping right into the tool, there's a couple of ways to get started. You can start with the servo drive, right? If you know what your servo drive is, you can start with the servo drive and click Next. So this is a great way to check compatibility of the servo linear actuator and see what servo drives are available and compatible with it. So if you click on the drive manufacturer, you'll see the manufacturers that are available and functioning with the Tolomatic servo linear actuator. In this case, we'll select the Rockwell drive, and then clicking on the series, we'll select the Kinetic 5500 series drive. Click Next. Then you can select your servo actuator. In this case, we'll select our mid-sized actuator in IMA 33. Select the motor that is within that particular actuator. We'll select a 230 volt 3-stack motor. And that may not mean a lot to all of us. So if you click on the information button, you get a clear description of what that code means. Obviously the voltage, and then the stack, which is related to the torque available from that motor, and ultimately the linear thrust. The feedback code's available, and now this list has been narrowed down to those feedback codes that are available from that particular drive manufacturer. In this case, we'll select the Rockwell Hyperface. Once again, if you have or need more information about that feedback code, if you click on the information button, it'll give you detailed information on that particular feedback code, the Rockwell Hyperface in this case. You have the option to select a brake or not. In this case, we'll select a brake for safety purposes and click Next. Now you have a pretty comprehensive, detailed list of the outputs from the Drive Integration tool. Gives you the servo linear actuator that you selected, as well as the manufacturer and model or series of the drive, recommended cables from that particular manufacturer, as well as the pinouts for those cables, both the power connector as well as the actuator feedback connector. On the right side, the data that you would use for commissioning. So the motor data, all of the information that you would program into the drive to commission the drive and make sure it functions properly with your actuator, as well as the feedback data based upon the feedback selection that you made. That information is also available to print to a PDF, so you get all of that data in a document that you can share within your company or with your colleagues, design engineers. It's also available in an Excel document as well. So we started with the servo drive, right? And it's a good way to check what manufacturers' drives are available or match to your actuator. In the second case, you may start with the servo actuator model. And again, we'll select the IMA33 with the 230 volt 3-stack motor. Now, when we select feedback codes, you'll see that all the manufacturers are available because we haven't yet selected a drive manufacturer. In this case, again, we'll select the Rockwell Hyperface feedback with the brake option. And then the manufacturer now is preloaded because we did select the feedback code, and then all that's left for us to select is the drive series, which gives us the same output, all of the information you would need to successfully commission that system, that linear actuator system. So that's a quick summary of the tool. If you have any questions about the tool, or if you don't see a drive manufacturer that you would like to work with, please click on Ask an Engineer and we'll be available to help you. Appreciate your time. Thank you.